What's up, cool people? Welcome to today's live stream. My name's Matt, aka That Random Christian Gamer. And we're here with another, just pure gaming focused live stream today. And the focus, in particular this time, is going to be on Slay the Spire. Trying to, just get to Act 4, because I haven't done that yet. It was only a couple of weeks ago that I even finally cleared Act 3 with all the necessary characters to even have that option. But now I gotta clear the whole game, clear all that again, and then comes Act 4. I know, in theory, what I need to do. Executing it could be an entirely different matter. But, yeah, that's kind of the general gist. I would not be surprised if that takes the entire, typical 3-hour time frame that I set aside for these streams. If it doesn't, then, I don't know, I could still do some other random stuff in Slay the Spire, or hop into something else. We'll just have to see. But yeah, that's the plan. Welcome. And I will go ahead and run the early Twitch ad break, and then we'll hop on into the game. So Twitch folks, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay. I'm also thinking I might still want to kind of tool around with my microphone positioning and stuff. If I keep it right about there, I think this might be a better sort of, but then if I lean back, it's blocking part of the screen. I'm trying to find a better, sort of almost halfway point between looking over here where I've got all my stream chat stuff and looking over there where all the game stuff is. But yeah. So, oh yeah, I also haven't completely settled on who I think would be the best character to attempt this with. From what I can tell, I have the best win rate with the Silent, but I don't know if Act 4 itself is going to be the easiest with that character. Tell you what. Oh, also, I just realized I'm going to need to adjust some volumes and stuff here because I was recording a different thing a little while ago. For now, I am going to put a message into the chat that I am going to intentionally pin until I have something else I might need to pin. Anyway. Background music can go away because the game has its own. Alright. I will be recording the entirety of my initial run in this stream, of the first run I do in this stream. Anything after that, I will only resume recording once I get further, you know, like, if I fail at a certain point, then I will stop recording until I get back to that point, unless something unusual, unexpected, or otherwise unfamiliar to me happens. But still feel free to put stuff in the chat all throughout, recording or not. Okay, so it is time to attempt to get all the way through all the way to, and then hopefully through Act 4 of Slay the Spire. Yes, that is a thing that exists. I have the best win rate with the Silent, so I think that's the character I'm gonna try it with first. Okay, max HP plus 7, definitely. Out of those choices. First few combats are usually pretty easy anyway. So, I should probably stick to the right-hand side, because if you notice that the elite marker with, like, the flames behind it, that is an extra strong elite that at least one of which needs to be defeated before I can clear, or before I can even access Act 4. And if you notice right in the corner here, next to where my webcam is, the little almost triangle looking thing, yeah, there are 3 different keys that I need to get in order to access Act 4. Defeating an elite like that is one of them, and I'll explain the 2 others as they potentially happen. Okay, so, let's make you weak, because you're the one that's actually going to attack, and then I will attack this one for a bit of damage. Not going to deal any more than that, so let's make sure I've got enough block, or as much block as possible, even though any more than 5 isn't really necessary. Okay, gonna defend twice, so I have enough block. Still gonna target this louse with the strike. Okay. That louse is gone now. I'll deal a little bit of damage to the other one, just cause. Okay. Fortunately, now 3 strikes will be enough to get rid of that louse. No damage taken. Okay. Blade Dance is probably good to have, because that's essentially 12 damage from 1 card, assuming nothing else comes up that would make shivs more powerful. Oh, Arcone, hello. Favorite class in the game. Should bust this out again. Yeah, I've been kind of on... I've been alternating back and forth between this and Kingdom Hearts 3 lately. Oh, shoot. I just realized I picked a card I didn't want to there, but it's probably still fine. Gonna use my 3 shivs on that one, because this one's definitely not gonna die this turn. Yeah, so I'm in here trying to clear a full 4-act run, and I just going through my statistics and my, you know, attempt history. I noticed I had the highest win percentage with the silent, so I figure that'll probably give me my best chance. Liquid bronze, gain 3 thorns. Okay. My understanding is that's actually really helpful against the final boss. Never pulled off unlocking Act 4. So I've unlocked the ability to access Act 4. I've not completed a run where I met all the requirements within the run to get to Act 4. Let's see here. Reflex. Unplayable. This card is discarded from your hand. Draw 2. If this card is discarded from your hand, draw 2 cards. I think I'd rather go with Escape Plan. Yeah. Let me see what the unknown room gives me. Oh, hello. Okay. So I could remove a card, transform one, or upgrade one. 4 damage and 2 weak is helpful. I think my favorite build for Silent is just Shiv Spam. Yeah. From what I've read, there's a chance that might not be the best approach against the final boss, but at the same time, that's only because it, like, limits the damage you can do to it each turn. And still, if you meet that within the first few turns, you're probably beating it anyway. So, maybe still wouldn't be a terrible strategy. Okay. Well, I will definitely use Neutralize Plus here. 4 damage and apply 2 weak. And since it's not gonna attack me, I'm going to use as many attacks as I can. And now, okay, so it's gonna hit for 4. Let me go ahead and use Escape Plan, since it doesn't cost anything. Do my 12 damage with those. And since everything's going to get discarded anyway, I'll use that. Another Neutralize. And I win. Yeah, these first couple of acts should go pretty quickly. That's 1 less for each card discarded this turn. This turn. Gotcha. 7 damage 3 times. Huh. Right now I don't have too many things that cause me to discard cards from my hand. Except Survivor. That becomes 20 damage. That becomes 9 damage 3 times. I might get more stuff that has me discard, though. And that's 21 damage either way. You know what? Sure. Oh, hello. Match and keep. Okay. 12 cards. Match them to keep them. 5 tries, no do-overs. Okay. Got a slice. And accuracy. Nope. Another slice. Okay, cool. Shame. Don't want to match that. Ooh, another accuracy. Yes. No, okay. Well, hey, I got 2 cards out of it. I'm gonna have to go this way if I want to face the super elite. Also, at some point throughout the run, if you want to get all the keys to unlock Act 4, one of the rest stops you get to, you're going to have to just obtain the ruby key. Can't do anything else at it. Since I don't need to heal, and upgrading accuracy could be nice. 6 additional damage from shivs. But hopefully I would have the option to do that some other time as well. So, I'm going to get the ruby key now. And now, time for the big bad elite. Okay, definitely neutralize. It's not going to attack me, so I will attack it as much as I can. Okay. And this is where it gets stronger every time I play a skill. Accuracy is not a skill, though. Then again, maybe I should just play Eviscerate and leave it at that. It's only going to deal 4 damage. That's not terrible. And that means it doesn't get stronger yet. Okay, free 6 damage, sure. Oof, 21's a lot. Oh, it's because I'm vulnerable. See, but if I gain 5 block, it'll just gain more strength. Yeah, 2 strength, while vulnerable, adds up to 4 more damage. I would essentially only be blocking 1 damage by using, maybe 2 damage by using defend. Because vulnerable is only 1.5 times, not double. In any case, I think I'm just gonna keep wailing away at it with damage and hope that I do enough damage quickly enough that it, like, doesn't get stronger and... Oh, man, so close. Okay, this time it might be worth using defend. Because I won't be able to kill it this turn. Okay. I did lose like half of my health. But hopefully I can regain that. Ooh, whenever you play a power card, random card in your hand costs 0. Yes, Mummified Hand has got to be one of my favorites. One of my favorite relics in the game. And I got a strength potion. Cool. Out of these... Deflect doesn't cost any energy, though. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of fighting that elite either. But hey, at least now I've gotten the super elite requirement out of the way. So that's just 7 or up when upgraded 10 damage times however much energy I have. See, that applies more weak when it's upgraded. You know what? I'm taking Sucker Punch. Ah, a thief. Okay. Escape plan. Ooh, okay. I would like to play accuracy, please. And that made Eviscerate cost 0. Haha! That's the exact kind of thing I would have hoped for there. Yeah, I'll just make sure I don't take any damage this turn. Okay, Survivor, I'll discard a Defend, hit with a couple of strikes, and we're good. Okay. Easy enough. Get some gold. Ancient potion. Gain 1 artifact. Right. All enemies lose 6 strength this turn. 6 damage and 3 poison. Or extra energy on the next turn. Poison could be interesting. Although 8 strength. Oh yeah, extra poison and base damage when upgraded. I'll take the poison stab. Now, we could talk about the final requirement. And that is taking the Sapphire Key. At some point, when you open a reward chest, in order to get the last key, you'll have to take it instead of the relic that's available. Ancient Tea set, whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 energy. That is only 2 energy for 1 turn after entering a rest site. It's helpful, but not, like, great. But yeah, you can only take either the Sapphire Key or the relic. Not both. I think I'm gonna take the Sapphire Key now just so I don't have to possibly ditch something better later on. And that's literally all the requirements. I just need to clear the first 3 acts now. Which, granted, is still not exactly an easy task. Let's see here. We'll hit that guy with a slice. Escape plan. Okay, not what I wanted there. But whatever. Let me just also sucker punch this guy. And then defend, and then I'll use Blade Dance. Use all the shivs on the other one. Because if I beat either of them before the other, I become vulnerable. Which I do not like. Well, that one could easily die very soon. Actually, yeah, after this turn, they're both just gonna have 1 HP left. So, bye-bye. Flex potion. I kind of like the potions I have better than a flex potion. So, not gonna take it. Ooh, hello. Phantasmal Killer. Next turn, your attacks deal double damage. Oh, and then upgraded it costs 0? Heck yeah, okay. And I'm gonna skip the potion, I think. I just, like, need to be real careful not to, you know, lose to any enemies that I face between now and the next rest stop. Alright, I'm gonna neutralize you. I find slimes tend to not really attack a ton. I totally should have just eviscerated. Duh. Oh well. Okay. Ooh, accuracy, which makes this defend free. Blade Dance. Yeah, okay. That's 16 there. The slime's gonna die. And Already got a nice shift set up and it's only floor 11. Yeah, hopefully it works out well moving forward. But anyway. Hello, Custer J. Do I take no damage this turn or take 3 and pretty much make absolutely sure I win next turn? Saw the pinned message, getting to know you're cool with tips and stuff like. Well, especially because I've already, like, off camera made a few attempts at this, and I realize it's not easy. So, any bit of, like maybe don't tell me move to move what you think I should do, but, you know, just general tips and tricks would be appreciated. Yeah, you learn new things all the time. I definitely have not put in thousands of hours. I think I'm at less than 100 in total. And probably a good chunk of that is honestly stuff that it counted while I just wasn't advancing my run and doing other things. Okay, enemies in elite combats, 25% less HP. At the start of each combat, apply 4 poison to all enemies. Ooh, kind of like that idea. Although, I mean, the preserved insect is also helpful. That would leave me more inclined to fight more elites, which would give me more relics. But that's also an easy way to kind of, like, trap yourself into fighting too many elites. Still don't know if I really feel like I could pass up the preserved insect. Another blade dance here as well, yeah. Definitely think out of the cards I will get that. I would definitely like to get one of these 2 relics. I'm just not sure which one. What's full deck look like anyways? So right now we got the usual strikes and defends and pretty much all the starting cards. So I've got 1 blade dance, now 2. Escape plan, eviscerate, slice, accuracy, sucker punch, poison stab, phantasmal killer, and finisher. Which, honestly, finisher also goes pretty well with a Shiv build because you end up playing a bunch of attacks in the same turn. Now, if I had that thing that adds a poison damage for, like, each unblocked attack. Oh, man. Yeah, Envenom might be it. That with sadistic nature goes... Oh. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy... Oh, geez, yeah. Oh, and I do have the Mummified Hand, which allows... You know what? I normally wouldn't, but I might just have to take that in this case. Because I have the Mummified Hand, which means any power cards I play allows something else to cost 0 for the turn. I could get out Maneuver because it's on sale. Don't know how often I'd use it, but meh. Sure, why not? Okay. Well, okay. And it costs 0, so there's that. And it made Eviscerate free. Yes! Okay, you know what? Defend, defend, Phantasmal Killer. And then Blade Dance and a strike and easy win. I do already have a Sucker Punch. Piercing Wail has some situations where it could be very handy. Okay. I mean, whatever battle I face probably won't be too bad, but at the same time, I also just kind of like seeing what events come up. No, thank you. I do not want to be cursed with doubt. Okay. Healing before the Act 1 boss. Okay, let's see here. Sadistic Nature. Finisher is now 0 cost, which is nice. So then I'm gonna play my 3 strikes here and then Finisher. Kaboom. You know what? I probably should have at least used like a strength potion or something already. I have a bad habit of not using my potions like at all. Unless I'm, like, suddenly realizing I'm not gonna win without using them. I guess I'll use a strength potion. I don't know if I'm even gonna need it all that badly, but we'll see. Okay, so as long as I deal enough damage, which I'm definitely going to do right now, instead of attacking me, it will split. Oh yeah, and I applied a status effect. And another one. There's the sadistic nature coming into play. And since it's not going to do anything else right now, outmaneuver. Potions are easy to forget about the way they're tucked up at the top of the screen. Yes. I kind of agree with that. Okay. I'm gonna weaken you. Use a Blade Dance. Shiv this one like crazy. Still not all the way down to half yet. If I hit it with Strike, it will be, though. I'll wait until next turn to make that happen. Phantasmal Killer, and then Survivor. Okay. Ooh. And Accuracy makes something free. Didn't give me very many attack cards this turn, though. Alright, so I will target this one, which is now going to split, but that's fine. Okay. And once again, not a ton of attack cards, although Escape Plan could get me another one. Eviscerate. Actually, that plus Neutralize would get rid of the big slime. Right? Because that's going to be 27 damage there, and yeah. So I think I'll do that. Neutralize. Eviscerate. Kablam. And now I'm just going to have to take a bit of damage. Oh well. It's only 7, and I heal after the boss anyway. So yeah, and now, as mentioned previously, Piercing Wail would be quite helpful. Oh yeah, especially because that's a status effect, and it causes them to be hurt because of that. So, no damage this turn. And win. Okay, cool. Get a speed potion. Which, I guess since they call it dexterity, I'm like, it seems odd that they call it a speed potion, but... because it actually just allows you to gain more block for that turn. Oh, jeez. Wraith form. But also, Corpse Explosion is great for multi-enemy battles. But then there's Wraith form, which, based on what I've looked up, having intangible like that could be very helpful in the final act in particular. I think I'm gonna take it just so it's available for later. Tiny house, right. Well, I'm already full on potions. Otherwise, I gain 50 gold, raise max HP, get a card, and upgrade a random card. Cursed on non-boss chests, no thank you. Future card rewards have... well, shoot. But that's at the start of every turn. I'm kind of between the tiny house and the busted crown. Having that extra energy every turn leads me to want the busted crown a little bit more. But maybe that's just me. Yeah. Okay. Act 2. I now no longer have any particular requirements as far as which path I should take. So, I'm thinking I might go to the left. Yeah. Seems like I'm more likely to run into more campfires that way. And other beneficial things. Okay, let's see what I get from escape plan first. Defend, okay. Oh. Right, because I drew a skill from that, I got 3 blocks. So, I could just use Survivor, discard, defend. Could still play Eviscerate. For 21 damage. Because otherwise, let's see here. Well, that would be 6 damage plus 3 poison. 12. That's... Actually, you know what? I deal more damage by the combination of these 3 cards. Okay. I suppose I will strike twice and then use finisher. Oh, and defend because I still have another energy. Right. Non-attack card means I get one dazed. Ooh. Accuracy. Blade dance, obviously. Use up these shivs. Strike, slice. Piercing wail just because I can. Oh. That did give me another dazed in my draw pile, but oh well. Well, shoot. None of these are attack cards. It's a minor issue. Ouch. Oh my gosh. What is up with the lack of attack cards? Oh well. Status effect plus sadistic nature. Okay, and I get a quick slash. Cool. Not a bad card to have. There's probably not much I'm gonna get from a shop at this point. So I'll just see what event kind of things I get here. Ooh, okay. Sure. And what relic did I get there? Tiny chest. Every fourth unknown room is a treasure room. Okay. Well, I'm about to go through two more. Blood vial. Start of each combat, heal 2 HP. Nice. It's not a ton, but still helpful. Oh. Okay, it was just one more unknown room. I didn't quite line up the path correctly in my head there. Oof, dang. Okay. Accuracy. Sadistic nature. Actually, let me play strike first. Now sadistic nature. That made piercing wail free. Okay. Let's activate both blade dances. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a total of 48 damage that I can do from these. Neither of them is going to deal more damage than the other. And I think attacking the back one means I waste less damage output. Okay. Neutralize. Because I can. Quick slash. Yeah. I win. Okay. Fear potion. Apply 3 vulnerable. Ooh. So far, I have not really been making use of the thorns. But there are still situations where, like... Again, the speed potion is the one, I'm, like, kind of least inclined to keep. Well, it's between the speed potion and the ancient potion. Although one artifact can be helpful, especially when you know there's a debuff coming your way. Yeah. Alright, fear potion it is. And I get a slice. Okay. This thing. Okay, no power cards in my hand. Oh, geez, it's about to hit me 3 times. You know what? Because this thing tends to attack repeatedly, I almost want to use the liquid bronze already and gain the thorns. I just kind of would hope that works out well for me in the end. I don't know. Alright, going for it. Okay, now how to handle this turn. Honestly, I think I'm mostly going to focus on prepping for next turn. Watch me not get a whole lot of attacks next turn, though. Well, only one way to find out. Yeah, okay. That's actually a decent number of attacks there. Especially because of Blade Dance. So that deals 12. That deals 12 and poisons. And I used, like, no energy. In hindsight, I should have used the Fear Potion before all that. Probably would have won right there. Okay, accuracy. Okay, do that, and that. And then, yeah, pretty easy win from there. Except I lost a bunch of health. But that's kind of okay, because I can heal now. Would have been great if I didn't need to do that. Because then I could have, like, you know, could have upgraded something instead. Now, dare I go for an elite just to get another relic? It is the only elite that's going to appear along this path. So, for that reason, I'm leaning towards yes. Okay, let's see here. Oh, well, there's Wraith form at the start of the battle. So, I'll drink the artifact potion, activate Wraith form so I don't get the debuff. Now, what to do? Oh, and it made Blade Dance free. Nice. Slice is also free. Don't really need to defend too badly. Discard your hand, then draw that many cards. There's not much left that I can do with this hand anyway. Okay, next turn. Well, yeah, that's definitely gonna just set me up for next turn. 7 damage, apply 1 weak. I mean, it's already not gonna do much damage to me, but sure. Defend. Defend. Phantasmal Killer. So, okay, now I'm going to use the Fear Potion. Make it vulnerable. Let me use escape plan and then neutralize. That just made one of my strikes free. Whatever. Yeah, I better be able to kill this thing pretty quick now. Oh, sure. Now it gives me sadistic nature. Oh, well. At least it still helps me win. Okay, got a pen nib. Every 10th attack deals double damage. Which, does that then double any doubling that would happen from the Phantasmal Killer card? I should think so. Got a weak potion, okay. And Endless Agony. Let's see here. Healing gets me up to 65 health, sure. Yeah, I would hope all that extra damage would stack in some way. Vajra. Start each combat with 1 strength. Okay. That's helpful. Oh, a note for yourself. Spot a loose brick within a pillar that catches your... I have not had a note for myself in a while. What did I get? Ooh, seeing red. Gain 2 energy and exhaust? Okay. What card would I store in there, though? Probably something relatively inconsequential, like defend or whatever. I'm also not necessarily real big on calculated gamble. Does have its uses, though. Yeah, I'm thinking I might just go with a or either a defend or a strike. I have plenty of cards that do similar things that are just better. Although I've made the mistake of giving myself too few options to block before. But just one, I think, will be alright. I don't know. Okay. So now I think I'm gonna upgrade something. Survive... no. Accuracy might not be bad. Phantasmal Killer costing 0 is nice. Wraith form could give 3 intangible. Sadistic nature deals more damage. Like, there's some slight benefits to a lot of them. I am considering doing it to one of the power cards primarily. Just because, well, or Phantasmal Killer, because it costs 0 then. You know what? Yeah. Scratch my previous thought. I like my 0 cost cards. And then I guess we'll do an oh, great. Well, I guess it was going to be a battle either way then. Let me play Neutralize first. Sadistic. Although, the status effect from that would have been... or it would have triggered Sadistic Nature. Oh well. Piercing Wail, since that was made free. Poison stab. Strike. Yes, I'm focusing on the shelled parasite. Intentionally. One, because it was going to deal more damage, and two, because killing the mushroom first will make me vulnerable, and I don't want that. 8 damage and apply 2... and apply 1 weak, sorry. Yeah, sure. We'll do that, and then I think I'll just defend a couple times. Or, hang on. 8 times 3. You know what? Never mind. That's enough damage, along with the poison, for the shelled parasite to die this turn. Be gone. Okay, then. Phantasmal Killer. Blade Dance. And I win. Okay. Another rest site, at which I think I will smith once more. Alright, now, which one of these other cards do I want to upgrade? Probably one of the power cards again. So I can make Sadistic Nature deal even more damage. I can make Accuracy cause the shivs to deal 2 more damage. Or have Wraith Form give me another intangible. Hey, appreciate the follow, Custer J. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. You know what? Sadistic Nature, because I feel like I'm going to use that more often than Wraith Form. Accuracy I would also use quite a bit, but still. Just, I feel like there's maybe a little more combo potential. Alright, I'm actually going to try and get rid of the Cultist first in this battle because, yeah, I don't want that getting any stronger than necessary over the course of the battle. 6 damage isn't terrible. So I think I'm gonna play Outmaneuver this turn. There's another rest coming up soon anyway. Oh geez, now I've got like all the energy. Okay, well, Eviscerate. Definitely Poison Stab on you. Blade Dance. And I don't need any more energy. In fact, I have nothing on which to use an extra 2 energy. So, rather than exhaust it... oh, jeez. Okay. Sadistic Nature, which probably just targeted... oh, no, it targeted Defend. Okay. Now, Neutralize... and Defend, I guess. I don't know if Wraith Form is actually going to do a ton for me in this battle. Let me see what else I get. Okay. Meh. Okay. It's about to deal 12 damage to me, and I could get 5, 10... 20 on it. But I can also make it lose 6 strength. Oh yeah, 2 damage ain't nothing to worry about. Victory. Ooh, poison potion. Alrighty. And a poison stab to go with it. Alright. Just to be... Actually, which boss am I facing next? Oh, that's the dude that looks like a knight. The, like, champion dude. I think just to play it on the safe side of things, I will rest. I don't need upgrades that badly. Ooh. What a convenient time to have finisher in my hand. Yeah, the champ, that's what he's called. Okay. I don't know if this is quite the right timing for Wraith form. I might just do it anyway, but after I play the 0 cost cards. And in fact, I might play everything but Eviscerate. No, I can't do it that way. Duh. Piercing Wail I definitely don't need. Oh, it made Blade Dance free. And the shivs are automatically free. Totally blew past the pen nib without even realizing it. Could have paid a little more attention there. That way, finisher would have been the one to get the double damage, but whatever. Okay. Sadistic nature. Accuracy, strike. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and do all that. And just because I'm finding myself less able to deal damage than I thought I would. Yikes. Okay. I think I'm gonna also need to toss a weak potion. Quick slash to see what else I draw. More defend. Okay. Poison stab. Yay, status effect. Okay. Wow, really gains 0 block if... Still. Might as well see what else I get. Phantasmal Killer. Poison Stab. More poison, plus it's another status effect, which is going to deal more damage that way. Blade Dance. Shiv like crazy. And he's getting ready to deal 20 damage. Yippee. Oh yeah, I used Phantasmal Killer last turn, didn't I? Nothing to use the extra energy on, so that's that. Yikes. This definitely could be going better. Okay, neutralize. Also Sucker Punch. Have some weakness. There we go, I gained 0 block. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to gain any block like the rest of this battle because of the lost dexterity. Which, that's going to leave me kind of stuck, isn't it? Yikes. I might actually be about to lose this. That's quite a problem. Unless these shivs are going to deal a ton of damage. Nope. That's just 27. Yeah, nope. Dang. Caught me quicker than I thought it would. Okay, well, there's my first attempt at doing this, and honestly, I think it failed for reasons completely unrelated to getting the keys and stuff to unlock Act 4. But, next recording, I guess I'll pick it up from either from the Act 2 boss or after defeating the Act 2 boss. Okay, and sorry to those of you who were in the middle of an ad break while I lost to the boss of Act 2. I'm actually thinking Wraith form was kind of what screwed me over there. So now I'm gonna try it again. And this time maybe not go about it the same way. Ooh, hello. Especially when I don't know what the curse is. I'll just choose a card, I guess. See, now I'm really gonna have to, like, try and, quote, speedrun this. 99 vulnerable. Like, it just seems like so much overkill on vulnerable application, but, you know, shoot, why not? Okay, so I'm gonna have to redo all that stuff, and then if and when I get back to the end of Act 2, I'll do a little summary of things as I'm recording, as far as what I have at that moment, and, like, you know, what my general strategy, for lack of a better word, is the theme of what I'll be working with. Okay, you're not attacking me, so I'm gonna attack you like crazy. I will defend now, apply terror. Since I'm only taking 1 damage, that's not a really big deal, and now you take more damage, like, all the time. Okay. Ooh, whenever you're attacked, deal 3 damage back. That's basically just another way of having thorns. Except possibly even better when upgraded. I mean, I could upgrade both of those cards. Oh, it's 2 random cards. Duh. Hang on. Can I, undo that, possibly? Yes, I can. Okay. Since it's random cards, scrap that. No, don't want to be cursed. Oh, geez, this thing. Losing a little bit of health for a relic. Might be. Aha! And it's a mummified hand. Ooh, nice. Okay. I'm gonna use terror first. Then I'll neutralize. And strike. And use survivor. Cool. Caltrops, because it'll make something else free. Strike, 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 win. Cool. Ooh, Blessing of the Forge. Could be nice. Already have 1 terror, don't feel the need to have another. Slice. Taking the ruby key, because I don't need to heal all that badly. And I can upgrade stuff later. Okay, gonna make you weak. Get rid of this one. And then I'll just use Survivor. And that's done for that turn. Gotta love those spam messages in the chat. It's funny how sometimes, like, Seribot will block those on Twitch, but they'll still show up in my multi-chat. Anyway. Terror just 'cause. Cool, okay. Flex Potion, alright. Gain 5 block and draw 2 cards. Piercing Whale, though. Yeah, sure, let's get Piercing Whale. Bleh. Do Terror, Survivor, and a Strike. Caltrops, I guess, because why not? And that'll do it. Energy potion, okay. Ooh. Infinite blades. And with mummified hand, that means it'll make something else free. Okay. Sure, we'll take the middle one, I guess. Ooh, Orichalcum. That is actually kind of nice to have. But I don't know why I am real intent on, like, just hammering out all these requirements for Act 4 early on. Okay, so that made Strike free. Infinite Blades makes Defend free. You know what? Let me not wake this thing up right now. Eh? Oh, Regenerate. Didn't realize it had that. Ooh. Terror, yeah. And now I've got a bunch of attacks in my hand, too. Okay. I think it's about that time. Do I need to drink all the potions right now? Probably not. But you know what? Go big or go home. Kaboom. It's down to 17 health. Well, now 20 because of regenerating. And that'll do it. Sweet. Emerald key obtained. And Matryoshka. Next 2 non-boss chests you open contain 2 relics. Huh, okay. Double the enemy's poison. Gain 10 block, deal 10 damage. Finisher, again, nice combo piece. Upgraded that, triples the enemy's poison. Oh, shoot. Right now, I can't say I really have a poison build going on. It's definitely much more of a attack slash even like Shiv centric sort of situation. Here's where... Oh! Infinite Blades being innate? Oh, dang. Okay. Here's where I take maybe a slight risk. Upgrade Infinite Blades instead of taking rest there. And I'm also gonna fight another elite here to go for another relic. Okay, gonna play Neutralize first because that's already free. It losing 6 strength this turn doesn't really help me. Strike and Finisher. Okay. Terror. And I'm gonna focus on damaging it like crazy before it damages me much. Slice. Shiv. Caltrops for when it attacks me. And then I might as well defend a bunch. I increased its strength for that turn, or actually just for the rest of the battle, but I also blocked a bunch of the damage, so meh. Bottled Lightning. Upon pickup, choose a skill to start each combat with this skill in your hand. Well, let me see what I might get from this first. Tactician, unplayable. If this card is discarded from your hand, gain an energy. So basically, you draw it, and then you gain an energy on the next turn, or whenever you discard it. Ooh, or 2 energy when upgraded. That could be kind of handy. Sure. And I could literally start the battle with that in my hand. Either that or Terror. You know what? Let's go with Tactician. Why not? Oh, sweet. And I can upgrade something. Which one, though? Probably Tactician, since it's guaranteed to be involved in, like, every single battle. But, I mean, like, shoot, either that, Terror, or Caltrops would all be good choices. But yeah, I'm thinking Tactician. Okay. Yeah. We got ourselves 3 of these guys. Alrighty. I will slice... I don't know. That one. Infinite Blades. Just made Finisher free. Nice. Let me deal 6 to that one. Finisher should now be able to get rid of the front one. Oh. And now I can't deal as much damage. Thanks. But still enough to get rid of that louse, and I can just hit that one so it triggers its shield gaining thing. Okay. Terror. Neutralize. Shiv. Okay, cool. Poison Potion. Alrighty. Could get even more Caltrops. Masterful Stab. Costs 1 additional energy for each time you lose HP this combat. See, now if it upgraded to become innate, that would be great. But that doesn't seem to happen. So I think I'm actually going to go for more Caltrops. Because Mummified Hand. I want all the powers. Okay, gonna heal before the floor, or the act boss. Whatever. Floor, act, kind of the same in this case. Ooh, geez, okay. Infinite Blades. Make Caltrops free. Which now has made Survivor free. Definitely gonna strike. And honestly, the rest of what I do this turn doesn't matter. Okay, so discarding that one card at the end of the turn does not, in fact, give you energy on the following turn. Duly noted. I definitely should have thrown this earlier. Okay, good. It went into its defensive form. Huzzah. Speaking of defensive stuff, I'm gonna defend myself on this turn. See, it's got thorns right now, which is a bit of a problem for me. Let me gain some block first before I start dealing any damage to it. But I'm like, since it's vulnerable, I'm still kind of inclined to attack. Of course, now it being vulnerable is even more significant. Once again, not much doing for me. Guess I'll use Shiv, Strike, and Finisher at least. The rest's kind of wouldn't matter. Okay. Survivor. Discarding Tactician. Not that I think that's going to matter a ton right now. Okay. Defend. Shiv. Strike. Okay. And it still has the thorns. I do not like that it still has the thorns. Definitely want to make it weaker. So let's see here. It's 9, 18, 24. Probably enough damage to kill it. And just hope I don't take too much damage in the meantime. Actually, I could use defend now and then. Yeah, okay. Good thing that's a boss and I heal right afterwards anyways. Let's turn your... Ooh, Envenom! That, yes. I think that's the exact kind of thing that I want for this to really start popping off. Especially if I can then get the one... Crud, what was it called? The one card that I had last run where status effect application causes 5 damage dealt. During boss and elite combats, gain that at the start of your turn. Gain energy at the start of your turn. Can no longer rest. No. I think I'll take the Slaver's Collar. Okay. Now. Which path? Which path? Like, I wouldn't mind encountering some elites, but I don't want to encounter too many without there being rest stops nearby. I think I'll go on a path like this. Uh-huh. Holy cow. Okay. Infinite Blades. Made defend free, okay. And Venom. Made strike free there, okay, whatever. Oh, but that's only unblocked attack damage. Probably not as significant a factor against an enemy like this. Also, Terror is not going to do anything in this situation. Nor would Piercing Wail. I would have to play like 3 status-giving cards in order for any of that to make a difference. This is already not looking the best for me. Caltrops. Just made a defend free, okay. Won't argue with it. Play Shiv. And then... Okay, strike another time. Or gain 3 block. Might be worth burning a few debuffs just to get rid of the artifact buff. Maybe. Can't really do that this turn. Yeah, I just realized how long I'm frail for. Good golly. Okay, slice. Well, neutralize I'm gonna play either way. That gets rid of one artifact. Shiv. Caltrops. Defend first, because then I don't have to discard anything when playing Survivor. Okay. I'm regretting choosing Tactician to be in my hand at the start. But anyway. Shoot. I keep taking a bunch of damage from it. Okay. There we go. Finally. Good grief. That was way more troublesome than I think it should have been. Cloak and Dagger. Or Blade Dance. 7 damage. Enemy has poison. Deal 7 again. Do I? I do not already have a Blade Dance. Huh, that's a bit surprising. Okay. More shivs it is. Jeez, and that was just the first room of the act. Oh, jeez. Okay. If I remember right, the relic from this is actually kind of good. Start each combat with 3 strength. At the end of your first turn, lose 3 strength. Okay. So it's like a automatic first turn miniature flex kind of thing. Miniature flex potion, I guess you'd say. Oh, jeez. Okay, infinite blades. May defend free. This time, Envenom should actually make a difference. At least after turn 1. And yes, I realize I wasted the 3 strength at the start. Oh well. Oh yeah, let's get that poison applied. Ooh, terror. Neutralize. Shiv, slice. Strike. Piercing Wail doesn't really matter. Probably shouldn't have played it because it exhausted. Oh well. Shiv, strike. Another strike. Defend. Seems like it took a lot of damage from attacking me there, which I am totally fine with. Got a fear potion, okay. Distraction plus. Add a random skill into your hand, it costs 0 this turn. And it's free itself? Heck yeah. Okay. Oh, geez. Like, either way I go, I'm moving closer to an elite. 5 apparition. Lose 35 max HP. Heck no. Ooh, merchant. Okay. Whenever you use a potion, heal 5 HP. Interesting. Enter a shop, heal 15. Start each combat with 1 artifact. Okay, tell you what. We'll get a toy ornithopter in there. The clockwork souvenir could be pretty good too. I'm not really that interested in a lot of the cards that are here. And then I will take a power potion. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, this could be rough. Okay. Terror on the middle one because it has the most health. And actually, I think I'm going to start chipping away at that now. Infinite Blades makes that strike free. Power Potion. Ooh, hello. Oh, jeez, there's Wraith Form. Tools of the Trade. At the start of your turn, draw one card and discard one card. Means I would cycle through Tactician a bit quicker. Oh, jeez. I do have a lot of ways of gaining shivs, though. And in fact, some of those I'm going to just automatically have. But also, I'm about to take enough damage to die. Of course, I'll block some of it. But, might also use the Fear Potion here just to heal a bit from doing that. Oh, jeez, okay. Shiv. Strike, you're gone. Okay, tell you what. Let me just block a bunch. Okay. Ooh, distraction. Yeah. Bullet time. Cannot draw additional cards this turn. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand to 0 this turn. All the cards I have are already pretty low cost. I don't think that's really necessary. And I'm dead anyway. Man. I can't tell if I'm just getting bad luck or if there's just a couple of decisions I'm making here and there that are downright terrible. Well, now I bet you I don't have the best win rate with the Silent anymore. Ooh, 3 random potions. Sure. Colorless, explosive, and power. Alright, alright. Okay, should probably stick to the right just to give myself the option of that super elite. But now, how do I want to get there? So that's... yeah... I think I'll go with this starting point. Okay. They are wanting to attack for quite a bit. I mean, considering how early of a room it is, it's quite a bit. I think I'll just go ahead and block all that. Oh. Duh. Just thought of something. Explosive potion. Snecko oil. Draw 5 cards, randomize the cost of cards in your hand. While I don't like the Snecko Eye relic or whatever, or the confusion status kind of thing, Snecko oil potion isn't terrible. I think I'll go for all-out attack there. Bonfire spirits. Right. Receive a reward based on the offer. Right. Shoot. I'm pretty sure if I just offer up one of these basic cards, I'm not going to get anything from it. Oh, well, I don't want to be healed. Come on. Also, I maybe should be save scumming a little bit more. You know. When things kind of go a bit wrong in any particular battle or anything like that. Okay, so there's my first turn. Neutralize, yes please. Then I can strike twice and defend and be good for this turn. Neutralize again, and 3 strikes should do it. Snecko oil has its uses, but so does speed potion. If I'd had a speed potion in the previous run, I might have survived. Ooh, backstab. Sure. I'll take backstab. Anything interesting I could buy here? Gain 1 artifact. That costs 93, jeez. Can't buy any of the relics. Yep, that's it. Just buying that. Okay, so neutralize, backstab. Might as well since it costs 0 energy. Strike, defend, survivor. Okay. Easy enough decision there. Easy win. Skewer. I mean, none of these are terrible options. Yeah, I kind of have to face this elite if I want a chance at the super elite. Ah, good grief, it's these guys. Why? I don't know if gaining an artifact will actually do anything for me in this specific battle, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. I'm trying to get rid of the one in the middle first because it attacks on the off turns of the other ones. Okay, strike. All out attack. Middle one's gone. Then I guess I'll defend. Okay. Neutralize. I guess I'll go for the one up front first. 7 times 3, so I could deal 21 damage like that. Alright, you know what? I'm thinking I would like to use this colorless potion and see what I get from it. And it's gonna cost 0. So I think I'm actually gonna go for Metamorphosis. Okay, and now I'm just gonna skewer the front one here and leave it at that. Quick Slash. Sucker Punch. Can't actually be made weak. Don't really care. Okay. Old coin. Upon pickup, gain 300 gold. I mean, better than nothing. This turn, your next skill is played twice. Or I could make the next 2 skills get played twice if it's upgraded. Interesting. Might as well go for it. Okay. Definitely want to heal at this rest stop. Or just absolutely forsake the idea of the... Okay, you know what? Yeah. Gonna heal at this rest stop. See what happens in between this and the next stop. Okay, we'll do a backstab. Strike. Only gonna strike once, though, because now I'm gonna use Survivor and then play All Out Attack. They're both really low on health. So next turn I could probably win this. Yep, cool. Okay. Let's see here. What all do I have going on in my hand right now? I don't exactly have, like, tons of attacks. But, I mean, finisher's probably eventually a good idea. Then again, terror could also be... Alright. What do we got here? 75 gold. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no. I'm taking that relic. Forget the sapphire key for now. Because that means just entering rest sites heals me. Okay. Neutralize. Backstab. See, now if I deal 21 damage, that gets it down below half. Meanwhile, another 12 damage would not. I don't think. No. So now I'll play Survivor, discard. Okay. No damage taken. Ooh, okay. Terror. Strike. It's getting ready to split. I'll use all out attack. So then the slimes it creates have less starting HP. Let me see here. Yeah, I'll just go with that for now, I guess. Okay. Play Survivor, discard the slimed card. Seems like a pretty obvious move there. Okay, neutralize, you're gone. Strike, strike. Exhaust one of these slimes. One of these slime effects. Anyway, okay. Oof, okay. And now I could get an ancient potion. But I don't know if I want that more than any of the current potions I have. Now, if I had the mummified hand, I would maybe consider taking well-laid plans. Since that's not the case, maybe I should get some more blocking-related cards. I'll take dodge and roll. See, okay, now I've already healed. I'm gonna get the ruby key. It's this one. But it's got 2 extra strength this time instead of having, more... Instead of, like, being able to regenerate or anything like that. Interesting. Alright, you know what? I will use an attack potion for this. Gain 10 block and deal 10 damage. I mean, since it stays in my deck for the rest of the battle, that's actually a pretty good thing to have. It's just it'll actually cost me some energy future times I try to play it. Okay, let's neutralize. Could give myself some dexterity. As it stands, those two would give me 9 block, which isn't terrible, actually. So I take 6 damage. Don't know if I even need an artifact for this battle, but I'll take it anyway. Alright, Terror. Strike. Survivor. Okay, neutralize. Oh, and it's not going to attack me this turn, so... all the more reason to do more of my own attacking. So that's gonna deal 7. Man. And that would deal 13. Alright, I'm gonna use Survivor. I think I'll ditch the Defend card and then just go with a Strike and an all-out attack. Alrighty, this should do it. Be gone. Art of War. If you do not play any attacks during your turn, gain an additional block next turn. Sorry, gain an additional energy next turn. Duh. I don't know how I read that as block. Interesting. I mean, okay, 17 to all for 1 energy is pretty good. Definitely wouldn't say I have a poison build going right now. Okay, I have 2 of the keys. Sweet, 11 damage. Be gone. And then I'll just go ahead, strike each one of them a single time, and then I'll use Survivor. Next skill is played twice. Probably don't need an artifact, but I'll get one anyway, I guess. Neutralize is an attack, not a skill. Duh. Okay, neutralizing you. I guess I'll play Burst and then Defend. And since I already have enough block for the turn, then skewer the back one. And win. Okay. Caltrops are nice. Start of your turn, apply... Oh, jeez. Just automatic 2 poison to all enemies every turn. I mean, after that is played, of course. Speaking of... Alright, fine. Backstab the front one, I guess. Would also like to use Survivor. Totally could have used Burst first, but whatever. Terror on the back one. Get some of that. Ooh. 13 damage to all. And then 10 damage to all wins it. Okay. Ooh, Distilled Chaos. Top 3 cards of your draw pile. Okay. Could get another Backstab. Or a Dagger Throw. There are some cards that... inherently are happened upon as the silent that involve discarding things. Hello, Seth. Jeez, what the heck? Okay, phone just buzzed a couple of times. Alright, definitely want Noxious Fumes. Backstab, duh. It's not gonna attack me. So I might as well attack it. Dare I play Distilled Chaos right now? I think yes. Since I can't really do anything else for the turn, and although it doesn't have. Yeah. Okay. Change of plan, maybe. Let's see about drinking this power potion. Oddly enough, I don't have too many ways of gaining shivs right now. So I guess footwork. Probably should have done that earlier in the turn, but oh well. Choose a card to discard. I'll go with one of the strikes. Now I'll defend, and no damage for me this turn. Oh geez, ads are coming up soon. Okay. Gain an artifact, I guess. Terror. Why not? To make it a little weaker, I'll use that. No more damage this turn. Okay. Neutralize. So it's going to deal 12 damage unless I deal 36 damage to it first. Which, I mean... 20... No, that'd only be like 31 if I did skewer right now. So let me gain a little bit of block first, and then I'll use skewer for the rest of the energy. Okay. Planning to block. Or... yeah, basically planning to add block guard stuff next... or this turn. Man, words. Okay, Dagger Throw. I will discard a defend, I think. See, now I'm not even going to really break through the amount of block that it has. So instead, I'm going to burst into dodge and roll. So next turn, I'll just gain 12 block right away. Okay. Guess I'll strike. Do all out attack. And then defend. No damage to me. Okay. Defend. Neutralize. 6, so it's going to do 12 damage. I suppose I will defend again. And deal 10 damage, even though I'm going to take a little bit more damage myself now. Okay. That's 20 damage I'm about to take. This might call for a little extra dexterity. Or I just burst into defend and leave it at that. So then I'll only take 6. Oh, ads. Okay. Give me a sec. I'd like to get up and move around a little bit as I turn around for a sec before doing so. Oh man. Okay. Up. Yeah, so Seth, I gotta say, my attempts at getting to Act 4 so far have been not very successful. In fact, somehow, in like 2 or 3 attempts already, I haven't even managed to get past Act 2. Okay, you know what? Figured I'd just let that keep going. Okay. No plans to attack me this turn. Fine by me. Yeah, I'm like, it was gonna go defensive mode on the next turn anyway. The poison stuff is absolutely gonna end up saving my neck here. Yeah, sure, why not? I have more block than I need anyway. Okay, and there we go. Act 1 clear. Again. Storm of Steel. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. I think I've read that's actually really helpful in, like, the final boss battle. Start of your turn, draw 1 card, or discard 1 card. Yeah, I kind of like After Image out of all the options there. Especially if I could make it innate. And the tiny house appears again. Oh, hovering kite. I don't know if first time you discard a card each turn, gain energy. So far, I mean, I do have Survivor that discards a card, and Dagger Throw. Okay, I mean, gain energy at the start of your turn. Can't play more than 6 cards per turn. Heck no. Time you discard a card each turn. Yeah. I actually think I'm going to go with the tiny house this time. Okay, strike got upgraded. Woo. Entropic Brew fills all the empty potion slots. Okay. All the more incentive to get rid of the potions I have. How many ways do I have of poisoning people so far? Well, there's noxious fumes. That's one very helpful way of doing so. Or I just have Quick Slash because it also draws a card. Sure. Okay. So, the only key I haven't gotten right up to this point is the Sapphire key. Ooh, there's a shop off to the left here. But also I can go kind of along this path and get to a shop pretty easily. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Do that because I can. Neutralize this one. I don't know. Pretty sure they were both going to do the same amount of damage. Defend, Survivor. And this is where I start having some fun with things, especially potions. Oh, man. Ooh, there's After Image. Definitely like that. 9. Oh, because it's a strike plus. That's why it deals 9. Still not going to be enough to get rid of either of them this turn. Alright, plenty of block for this turn now. And I might as well fill all the potion slots. Okay. Now that I know what I have moving forward, Poison Potion, Flex Potion, Cultist Potion. Cultist Potion could be really helpful in some boss battles. I think I'm gonna defend before I do an all-out attack here. I was afraid it would get rid of Skewer. Dang it. Oh well. Oh, that one's intending to run away. Yeah, let me make sure that doesn't happen. Neutralize. Oh. Could have done Terror first, I guess. Doesn't really matter which one I discard, because I'm not going to be able to play it anyway. Okay. Win that battle. Okay, you know what? Having a free blocking option might be the kind of thing I've been missing. Oh, yay, the birds. Okay. Backstab. Though maybe I should have played a few strikes first or something like that. Oh well. Hiya. Okay. I shall apply some weakness upon you. Take that. Really wish I had one more attack. Okay, I'm blocking most of their damage anyway. And no attacks in this hand. Great. So what have I recorded so far? I recorded up through getting to and fighting the Act 2 boss that I got to, like, the first run that I tried today. And I had already gotten all the keys by that point. Alright, you know what? Skewer. Bird has been grounded. And win. Ooh, okay. I'll ditch the flex potion in favor of a strength potion. Dash plus or outmaneuver plus. Kind of like dash plus. I mean, they both have good things about them, really. Jeez. Yeah, that's not the only bit of tough luck I've had today, if you couldn't tell. Okay. I'm generally trying not to use my potions too much. Okay, well, deflect costs nothing. Might need another week. Yeah, but that, like... The issue is figuring out the strategy at this point, I think. Unless the last unlocks for the Silent are, like, really, really good. Yeah, I know there are no unlocks required to get it. I'm just saying if they're, like, really, really good things that will then become available in future runs that could make the runs a little bit easier. It's just either I'm getting really bad luck or there's something about the strategy I somehow don't seem to have down yet. Oh, jeez. This is... Even just this battle is not going especially well. I wanted to try not to use a lot of potions, but dang. Yeah, I guess I thought I was gonna try doing this as the silent because before this point, I had the best win percentage with the silent. Okay, you know what? Before I just keep taking more damage, more poison for you. Be gone. Jeez, that was getting really annoying. Honestly, this build that I have going on is so not Shiv focused. I think I'll go with Deadly Poison. Online of hooded figures, right. Yeah, I don't think I want the ritual dagger that badly. I only have 14 HP. I'll take the gold. And it's shop time. Hello. What all am I going to be able to get here? A lot. But what do I want out of it? On pick up, obtain an additional copy of a card in your deck. Start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Feel kind of like I could use the max HP right now. Honestly, I could afford all the relics. Now what am I gonna make a copy of? Catalyst, what? Catalyst, Stalling Spear. It's Catalyst. Catalyst is the one that, like, doubles the amount of poison, isn't it? Okay, I'm kind of thinking I might maybe copy Noxious Fumes then. Either that or After Image. I was probably going to lose. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I've been surprised with how quickly I have lost in my attempts so far. Damage twice, decrease the damage. Do I want to snag a potion too? Thorns, yeah, okay. I was kind of considering that. Might also go ahead and buy footwork. Okay. Hooray for the Eternal Feather. Oh, hello. Well, I think I'd rather choose a card to add to my deck. Because I could just go to the next rest stop here and probably be most of the way healed anyway. Read what? It just says choose one of 20 cards. So it's like I get to look at all the cards and pick which one. Yeah. Oh, you meant that read, not read, duh. Alchemize, obtain a random potion, Wraith form actually kind of screwed me over on the one run. Well, if I'm going for more poison-based stuff, then should probably take either Corpse Explosion or Bouncing Flask. Yeah. Okay, Corpse Explosion it is. And now... Geez, there's still a lot more of this act left to go than I thought. Alright. Go ahead and get some healing there. And upgrade something. Why were you thinking the elite there? I mean, I was in a decent situation for that, I guess, but that would have meant less healing for me. Anyway, okay, what am I going to upgrade? Corpse Explosion would then have it add 9 poison. That's not really the main effect of Corpse Explosion, though. Probably should go for either Noxious Fumes or After Image. See, After Image being innate is really helpful. You know what? Yeah. I think I'll go for that. So, now I'll continue along this path here and then face an elite after the treasure. Maybe. Or I guess I could go that way. That's true. There's also an elite in that direction. More events on 3. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Ink bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. I'll take the Sapphire Key instead. That doesn't really... That doesn't seem like a big deal to me. Sapphire Key. Okay. All requirements met. Okay, now I guess we'll fight an elite. Oh, yay. The Book of Stabbing. Okay. After Image. Backstab. Well, yeah, aside from surviving all 3 acts. The book does tend to do a lot of, like, multiple attack turns. I'm almost wondering if I should drink the liquid bronze, but I hear that might also be really good to save for the end. Anyway, as far as this turn's concerned, I think I'm going to play Noxious Fumes. And then... shoot, I guess I might as well do Survivor. Ah, forget it. Liquid Bronze. Ooh, okay. Deflect is nice. Deadly Poison to pile that on. And then Dash Plus. No damage for me this turn. Neutralize, nice. Sure, more Noxious Fumes, why not? I don't know if gaining an artifact will actually do me anything, but I'll play that anyway. Burst and dodge and roll. 1 damage for me this turn. And now I can play Terror. Although, shoot, I'm doing more, like, applying poison than I am attacking straight up. Still. It's like literally the entire rest of the battle that it'll keep going like that. So it's about to deal 24 damage to me. Let me see what I get from Dagger Throw. Meh. Okay, so now Skewer would deal 30 damage to it. Still not quite enough. Of course, that deals 19. And now that would deal 20. Plus the poison should be enough. Although Quick Slash actually does more damage per energy. Sure, that way works too. Okay, Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, next combat starts with 2 extra energy. Okay. And I got a block potion. Draw cards until you have 7. Escape Plan is kind of nice. No cost. Possibly free way to gain some block. Okay, going with it. Gonna enter the rest site so that I get automatically healed there, and I can upgrade something. Okay, now I think I will upgrade one of my Noxious Fumes cards. Oh, hello. Oh, lose 26 max HP. Jeez. I mean, swapping the strikes out for bites is nice, but losing max HP. I really also see if you need the card. Yeah, true. Like, do I just need to see the card, or do I need to actually, like, obtain it for it to go in the compendium? Yeah, I guess I need to actually obtain it. Great. Alright, well, here's hoping I find some ways of gaining max HP in the future. Okay. Another event. Look at that. Gain 5 max HP. Ah, crap. Why did it have to be a Snecko? I'm like, not only is it a battle that I didn't really want, but it's a Snecko. Yeah, I realize the pair already had improved my max HP. Dagnabbit. Okay, well, backstab for sure. Yeah, the T-set did give me more energy, so at least that's kind of nice. I totally should have used my strength potion. Okay, well, I'll definitely use terror now. And skewer. Alright, let's see what the randomness gives me. Well, 0 cost noxious fumes is nice. Deadly poison. And can't play anything else then. Great. Well, okay. These bites costing 0 energy is nice. That's a power, not a skill. See here. Consistent 3 more damage or 7 damage now with 2 HP healed. Yeah, this is probably going to end pretty quickly either way. Alright. Neutralize. Bite. And dash. Okay. That actually wasn't, like, terrible. I'll keep the block potion I have just in case. And the ritual potion is probably better for a long battle. Footwork plus, dagger spray, or outmaneuver plus. Yeah, strength potion for strength potion. Seems like a good trade. Still end up with a strength potion. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll heal to full before the boss. Alright, now... I'm like, do I try and record this? Since I didn't defeat the boss before, or do I wait until I probably should wait until I defeat the boss. Yeah, 5 energy on the first turn for this battle. Okay. Start off with After Image, of course. Also... Sorry, Cultist Potion. I called it a Ritual Potion before. Ritual is what it gives me. Yeah, the goal of the stream was to eventually get to Act 4. I just figured I would maybe show the lead up to it as well. Although I did show the requirements, aside from clearing the first 3 acts, so... I don't really need to show too much more than that. I guess I don't really need 3 block, but I could see what I draw. Terror, for sure. Backstab. Deadly Poison, because why not? Why not? As I, like, freaking hit my own mouth unintentionally. We'll do dodge and roll, and then all-out attack. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll gain an artifact, because why not? 10 damage, heal 2 HP. I don't really need to heal right now. See, now... I'm kind of thinking maybe I should use Corpse Explosion on one of the minions. Because then once that dies, it's going to deal a bunch of damage to everybody else. Yeah. Okay, Corpse Explosion on that one. And then... and so I don't take a bunch of damage right now. Block Potion. But then to speed up the whole minion dying thing, I will also bite it. There's the noxious fumes I was looking for. Yeah, pretty sure I want that. Bite. Heal some of that HP that I've been losing. Kaboom. Other minion's dead now. Okay. This isn't going too terribly so far. Let me do another Noxious Fumes. And since I only really have 1 attack, then I'll also do Footwork. So at least some of what it was going to try to do didn't happen because of the artifact I had. Not exactly sure what it was going to try to do to me exactly, though. Alright, neutralize. Oh, weak was the one that didn't happen. Okay. Weak, vulnerable, and frail. Makes sense. Let me see what I draw from this. Don't really need deflect right now. Okay. Got the collector down to 83. I'd make that 80 HP. Oh, that's 20 damage I would take. Not ideal. But healing is nice. I like healing. And shoot, dagger throw. I'm pretty much gonna win this next turn. Okay, cool. Well, there's a win. And I got another block potion. Now, oof. I got Unload, Phantasmal Killer, or Glass Knife. Glass Knife just deals damage for kind of cheap. Phantasmal Killer, a very good combo card. I think I'll go with Phantasmal Killer. Okay. And what do we got here? A Snecko Eye, no thanks. Runic Pyramid, no longer discard your hand. Or the Sacred Bark. I'm definitely thinking not the Snecko Eye. I mean, there can be some use in not discarding my hand. But I feel like it's not generally going to be as obvious of a help as the Sacred Bark would be. Alright. So given the timing of things today, I might go ahead and record a little bit of me going through Act 3 and whatever I do for that. Just because, again, I guess I kind of want to show the lead up to Act 4. Alright, you know what? But I doubt I'm getting all the way through Act 4 today. And still doing the other things that I want to do. Anyway. So, for those of you not watching this live, I am on a different run now, obviously. I have cleared Act 2. So generally the situation is, well, the old coin doesn't really matter much, but we've got the Eternal Feather, which helps a lot for healing. Art of War, Tiny House, Pear, Mercury Hourglass, Dolly's Mirror, which I used to... Well, I'll talk about what I copied with that here in a bit. Got the Ancient Tea Set and the Sacred Bark. Those are my relics. Currently just have a block potion. My deck consists of the usual defense, but you'll notice the attacks have changed. Those are now bites, which deal 7 damage and heal 2 HP. That was an event thing that I encountered, which I guess I could have showed, because I don't think I've shown that one in a recording before. But basically, I got a bunch of damage dealing stuff, and what I copied with the mirror was Noxious Fumes. So I'm kind of doing a sort of poison build-ish thing. Also upgraded After Image, so that's innate now, which means every card I play, I gain a block. That's kind of the general gist of things. Real quick, the full list is 4 defense, survivor, neutralize, all-out attack, backstab, panacea, or however that's pronounced, skewer, burst, terror, dodge and roll, die, noxious fumes, plus, dagger throw, after image plus, quick slash, deflect, dash plus, deadly poison, noxious fumes, regular, footwork, corpse explosion, escape plan, 5 bites, outmaneuver plus, and phantasmal killer for right now. So yeah, that's the situation. I'm in Act 3. Let's see how it goes. Okey-day. As usual, I will play After Image Plus to start things off. Don't know if I need an artifact, but I'll gain one anyway. Probably want to get rid of the Exploder first. I don't need to get rid of it just yet, though. So, in order to play Phantasmal Killer and deal double damage next turn, I will not kill the Exploder just yet. And, of course, I end up with very few attack cards on this turn. Oh well. I will deflect. Maybe should have played Footwork first. Oh well. Definitely going to play Noxious Fumes, because that'll get rid of the Exploder before it explodes, no matter what. Because of double damage, I'll use Bite on the Spiker. And then I guess I'll block. Okay, how to handle this? I could give myself tons of energy next turn if I used Burst and then outmaneuver. I will inflict terror on the Spiker. See, I think if I did Burst and then Terror, I don't know if it would let me select a new target for the second Terror. Yeah, 99 vulnerable is already too much, because it doesn't stack the amount of vulnerability, it just stacks the turns that it lasts. Okay. Well, there's a interesting and kind of easy workaround for the Thorns. Corpse Explosion, dash, and gone. Sucker Punch Plus is actually kind of nice. Calculated gamble. I mean, if I have a really crappy hand, that would help. I already have an all-out attack. It's not, like, anything special in my opinion. I feel like I wouldn't really be able to rely on calculated gamble anyway. So I'm just gonna go for Sucker Punch. Oh, falling. Okay. Do not want to lose Noxious Fumes. I think I'd rather lose Deflect than Sucker Punch, so Deflect it is. Okay. So, the question is, am I going to continue off to the right or veer into the middle now? I mean... well, I'm not going to encounter a... well, if I make it to Act 4, I'm pretty much guaranteed to encounter a merchant there. So I don't necessarily need to try and maneuver over to one now. Yeah. So this is pretty much going to be 2 events, battle, rest. Rest, Merchant, Elite, Boss is Act 4, yes. I don't know if I necessarily want to fight 2 elites. Especially in fairly rapid succession. So... other options include no elites, or left if you can get out of the elites. Yeah, if I go left, and then up a little bit to the right, and then straight up at that one fork before the rest, that'll avoid any elites. So, yeah, okay. And I just realized there was no if in what you said there, Seth. Yeah, lifelink trickery. Okay. Probably want to put terror on the one with the most health. I'm also going to neutralize it. I will, however, backstab a different one, I think. Or I could just intentionally get the middle Darkling really low on health first. But then I might get something that hits all of them. I don't know. Bite. Too bad your healing from Bite isn't relative to the damage dealt. Yeah, Corpse Explosion definitely would be nice in this situation. Doesn't seem like I'm going to get that, and good golly. I don't even have any option to... Ooh, hold up. I could do Burst into Phantasmal Killer. Which, I'm not sure if that would mean everything gets tripled or quadrupled next turn. Oh, double damage for the next 2 turns. Never mind. Trying to figure out what I want to do about this. I might sucker punch the front one here so I take less damage from it. See, now there's that. Good golly, they're about to attack for a ton. What the heck? Block potion. Since, you know, I have the sacred bark that doubles its effectiveness. So that cancels out 24 out of the, what, 12 plus 16. Yeah, I'm still taking some damage. Although, geez. So I deal that much damage to all of them. They all have 15 or less health. Can do footwork. And then I guess maybe defend for this turn. Because otherwise I'm going to knock out one of them. And this way I take less damage. As I get hardly any attacks. Love that. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Bite. Bite. There's a gap turn in between, I'm pretty sure. So now do I want to give myself more energy or make sure that it gets poisoned? Next turn. Go for the sure damage. Okay. There's 9 damage there. I'll discard one of those, because why not? And then dash plus should be enough. Victory. Okay. And I gain a skill potion. Can add a card to my deck. Poison stab plus or deadly poison plus. I already have a dash. Oddly enough, I don't think I have a poison stab yet. No. I think I'm gonna go for a poison stab. Okay. So now we got an event thing. Unknown room. Oh, geez. Okay. I guess I'm fighting a boss from Act 1. Which, this one turned out to be loads of fun for me. And I mean that as sarcastically as possible. Let's get some poison on it. I suppose I should backstab too. Might just try and hit it with a bunch of damage next turn. Assuming I get anything that deals any damage. Why are you like this? I guess it's gonna transform anyway. Okay, but I should probably pause that because there's an ad break rolling. Okay. honestly. Kind of starting to think I might end up wanting to just have a smaller recording here kind of attached to another thing. Alright. Ad break should be over now. So, I'm just going to call it right now. Cutoff is going to be 5 o'clock, so in 25 minutes. However far I get, that's as far as I get. And if I have to record more some other time, I will. Okay. But yeah, it's especially if my run is still going okay, because that's when I would, like, have to tell myself to cut things off. I don't know if having absolute boatloads of energy next turn is going to be super helpful. But at the same time, like, what else am I going to do? Well, it does apply some poison, so I guess there's that. The explosion part isn't that big a deal. So, I mean, I could do what you're saying, Seth, or, you know, through the power of editing, I can, you know, take 2 different recordings and put them together. Ooh, hello. All the poison stuff. I guess I'll gain an artifact. And the associated block from playing a card. I'm like, do I even want to attack at all right now? Could also see what my skill potion gets me. Choose a card. Next turn, add 3 copies of that card into your hand. Well, Crippling Cloud, apply 4 poison and 2 weak to all enemies. Or a whole 6 more poison. Actually, I kind of like making it weak. Oh, shoot. That's right. It goes in there twice. Okay, well now, you know what? I'll play that even though the thorns are there. Sure, now I get terror. It's already weak. Essentially, if I use Bite, I'm dealing 2 damage and netting 0 HP change for me. Actually, yeah, I guess in that turn, it got rid of the block that I had before having any HP change for me. Okay, so it's gonna deal 12 damage. I mean, Dash Plus will get me enough block to counteract that anyway. And then I can heal a little bit from using Bite, I guess. Really wish it didn't get the thorns back up there so quickly. But oh well. Defend, dodge and roll. Neutralize to keep it a little weaker a little longer. And then dagger throw. Okay. And even more poison. Which honestly will just kill it. But I think this might heal me, so I'll do that first. I mean, I knew it was going to heal me immediately. I wasn't sure overall in the battle for a second there. Can now gain strength at rest sites. Not sure if I'll end up doing that very much. But we'll see. Could get a backstab plus. Sure. Alright, so yeah, I'm thinking I go to the right here and then go up from there. Because that way I can avoid fighting any elites in this act. 26 gold and Nunchaku. Every time you play 10 attacks, gain 1 energy. Okay. Not bad. Okay, I've healed a bit. Don't necessarily need to rest. But the reason I don't think I'll just gain 1 strength is because I'm thinking I'd rather upgrade something, maybe? So I guess there would have been another possible path to avoid the elites. Yeah, fair enough. And that actually might have had me battling slightly less overall. Oh well. Too late for that now. Could upgrade my other backstab, or corpse explosion. Sorry, I didn't even look at the upgrade there. That makes it apply 9 poison instead. Or upgrade my other noxious fumes. Fights are good. In a way, yes. But if you're finding them difficult, like, some of them in particular can actually set you back some. So yeah, I think I'm gonna smith and upgrade my other noxious fumes here. Oh, it's this guy. Okay. I just have to hit him a lot. Ooh, terror. I should have done that first, duh. The heck was I thinking? Maybe that's part of the problem. I wasn't thinking enough at first. Okay. Quick slash. Bite. All out attack. And there's that turn. Okay. Sucker Punch for sure. As far as this turn's concerned. This battle is going to be over before Noxious Fumes is all that effective, so... Poison Stab. And to try and deal extra damage next turn... Phantasmal Killer. Although... a little bit of ouch there. So I guess I'll use Bite, and man, now it's not giving me many attacks. Of course not. Right when I want to have a bunch of attacks. But I will burst into a Corpse Explosion then, I guess. Fortunately, the poison damage also counts toward lowering how much damage it deals to me. But again, with the lack of attacks, why? I'm like, should I go for Deadly Poison because I'm doing sort of a poison build? Or do I go for Prepared so I can cycle through stuff a bit better? I'm actually leaning towards Prepared, but Deadly Poison's also a good choice, and that's what's being recommended. So I guess I'll go with Deadly Poison. Okay. Heal a little bit from that rest site. Now, were I to upgrade a card, what would I upgrade? Or do I want to just gain 1 strength? I know I said I probably wasn't going to, but I might actually just gain a strength. Because if I upgraded... Okay, well that would gain 2 artifact. That would deal more damage. That would just deal more damage. Of course, I could upgrade any of the poison dealing stuff. Phantasmal... Oh. Phantasmal Killer costing 0 could be nice. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, and a chest. Oddly smooth stone. Start each combat with 1 dexterity. Better than not having any dexterity, I guess. Oh, jeez. 2 exploders and 2 spikers? Yikes. Okay. Well, after image, as always. Get rid of one of these exploders at least. Let me see what I get from Escape Plan. It is not a skill. But Quick Slash. Okay. Now I could either defend twice, or I'm thinking use some Deadly Poison on a Spiker here. Ouch. Ooh, okay. And now I get a corpse explosion, which I will put on the spiker. Sucker punch on the exploder. And then phantasmal killer. Okay. I'll get myself a bite on the exploder before it explodes. So let's see here. There's currently 9 poison on the one spiker. A couple of turns of noxious fumes and then I'll be out of here. In fact, yeah, it's gonna be dead this turn. So... meh. Just on the off chance that it's not, though. Yep, okay, cool. That didn't go too terribly. Would have preferred not losing any health, but eh. One less for each card discarded this turn. I don't have that many methods of discarding cards. I've got Dagger Throw, All Out Attack, Survivor. And that's kind of it. Since it costs 0, I think I might go with Endless Agony. Okay. So, I guess I'm gonna go to the right from here. Yeah, definitely don't... We're trying to avoid elites, honestly. Huh. Oh, no. The relic I get from this is just the red mask thing, which... I mean, yeah, it applies, I think, 1 weak? Or 1 vulnerable, maybe. One of the 2 of those to all enemies at the start of the battle. But I'm not sure that's really what I want right now. Ah, Sensory Stone. I guess I'll go with the middle option, although I am about to get into 2 battles here. Gonna play it on the safe side and just add 1 colorless card. Finesse, gain 2 block, a draw card. Panic button. Transmutation. Add X random colorless cards into your hand. They cost 0 this turn. But random could be a hit or miss kind of thing. Is it weird that I'm leaning towards Finesse? Add X random upgraded colorless cards if I happen to upgrade Transmutation. I mean, the whatever cards I get would end up costing 0, so yeah. It's not like it would hurt my chances. Okay. After image, as always, to start off. I should get rid of the exploder first. Probably. Okay. Play burst into Phantasmal Killer. Defend twice. Not that I needed to defend twice. Ooh. Oh, but that's right, I did Phantasmal Killer, so attacks are going to deal more damage this turn. Okay. Well, I can get rid of the Spiker this turn, I guess. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's not actually going to be affected by terror. I suppose instead I could just kind of chip away at its artifacts if I don't die beforehand. It seriously gained even more block. Good grief. That's what it seems like anyway. Okay, well... No, not Sucker Punch yet. Quick Slash to see what I get there. Well, okay. Could gain some dexterity, which would at least counteract the frail effect. Okay. No damage for me this turn. But the Spheric Guardian does keep gaining more block, which is annoying. Oh, hello. Well, shall we see what the transmutation gives us? Jeez, okay. Draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. Like, they're all just about putting cards into my hand. Like... And that's a skill, not a... Dang. So, like, a power wouldn't really help me there. That is really quite annoying. And they all exhaust. Like, that was really not a great transmutation for me. Just to play a card so I gain a block. That's pretty much the only reason that I'm doing anything with any of these. Okay, well, at least there's that. Okay. We'd like to heal a bit, so bite. Noxious Fumes, because why not add more poison? Give myself some block this turn, and... hope I get a bunch of attacks next turn. Oh, okay, well... Right, Phantasmal Killer is 0 cost because it's upgraded. Duh. Okay, neutralize. For sure. Quick slash. Sucker punch, and then, okay. Finally, victory. Jeez. That was a whole lot worse than I was hoping it would be. Yeah, it is about time I wrap this up, so... I really don't like Masterful Stab that much. I'm gonna pick Deadly Poison then. Move on to the next thing. Oh, jeez. That killed one of my previous runs. Well... Unfortunately... I mean... I probably have enough time to get to the boss, or not. Depending on the circumstances. Alright, you know what? Give myself a slightly better chance here. Because I'm already not liking my chances a ton. Okay. Yeah, I realized some of the cards were already upgraded, but... Still. Oh, geez. And now there's Corpse Explosion in the mix. Seven times 3, that's 21 damage. Not ideal. Let's see what I get from Bite. Okay, that's a bit better. I'll take that and play Noxious Fumes. Okay. So that's 21 damage that it's gonna deal to me. At least for the moment. Let me see what it changes to when I dagger throw. I think I'll get rid of Skewer. Oh, because I didn't actually deal any damage to it. Okay, 11 isn't terrible. Footwork and defend. Okay. And I have literally no attacks this turn. So, in order to keep myself alive, well, I would survive either way. But still, I'm gonna play Burst. Although maybe I should have just done Defend and Deadly Poison. But still, the poison compounds every turn anyway. Terror could have some interesting possibilities. Sure. And then I guess I'll see what I get from Transmutation. Hello, Impatience. If you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2 cards. Well, I have some attacks. At the start of your turn, add a random colorless card into your hand. Ooh, Sadistic Nature. Yeah. Whenever you apply a debuff, they take 5 damage. So I guess that would just automatically happen every turn because of the Noxious Fumes, right? And you know what? Just because I gain a block from doing that. I'm still gonna take 10 damage right here. Unless I feel really daring and see what the Snecko Oil does. Or see what it gives me. Going for it. And literally none of them got set to 0. I should really, like, wait a little bit before I say I'm gonna do things. Or in between when I say I'm thinking about doing something and when it actually happens. But yeah, like, it's supposed to randomize the cost, and yet none of them got set to 0? Or is it always just going to be 1 through 3? Zero to 3, yeah. So the fact that none of them got set to 0, kind of absurd. Okay. 10 damage is probably survivable. Yeah, thanks. I get that, Seth. You don't need to pile it on. Draw 2 cards. Put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. That, I guess. See, the problem is, if I attack, it could decide to do something that deals even more damage. I suppose instead I could just play Survivor for now, discard Endless Agony maybe, apply a bunch more poison, and then use Outmaneuver. Yikes. Okay, 48 damage. That's definitely something I want to change. So, we'll go with Dash to start things off. 10 times 3, that's still quite a bit. Dagger Throw. See what I get from that. Why is it showing Bite as if it's a 3-cost card? It shouldn't be. Yeah, he is dead. And he's not even gonna attack anyway. Okay. Barely survived that. Cloak and Dagger, maybe? Random costs stay until the end of the battle. Oh, really? Because it seemed like most of them weren't showing any indication of being randomized. I don't know. Okay. Healing as much as possible. Okay, yeah. I did kind of tell myself I had a hard cutoff for today. But also, like, this is it. Whenever you play a power card, it gains 1 strength. Okay. Just power cards. Gotcha. I think I want to try and get some poison on the Awakened one. Otherwise... Huh, interesting. Gain 7 block. I think you mean enforce them. I like to do the it's time, but here's an argument for continuing. Yeah. Hold on, what just happened there? Oh, right, that changes it to 1, not 0. Duh. Now I'm like, do I keep going after the awakened one, or maybe I should do something about these cultists? Because they're just going to keep getting stronger. Okay. Well, I could definitely take advantage of Corpse Explosion here. Endless Agony. Couple times. And then a bite. Kaboom. Although I'm about to get hit for quite a bit. Yeah, the problem is I really kind of don't think I'm actually going to clear this run. And I guess maybe that was... or clear Act 3 in this run. And I guess that was really why I kind of stuck with it. Sure, let's gain some dexterity. Cloak and Dagger... I mean, shoot, I can play all of these cards, so why not? Ouch. Terror. Okay. Now all of my stuff is going to deal more damage. And since I gain a bunch of block from this one as well, I'll go ahead and play that card. And I still have tons of energy. Why was I thinking I would not have tons of energy? I don't know. All out attack. Skewer. This is starting to go better than I thought it would. But I'm definitely still not counting on winning this. I can defend twice and not take any damage this turn. It's Noxious Fumes. There's another phase, and I think when it enters phase 2, all the poison would go away. Let me see what I get from Dagger Throw. Yeah, I guess I'll defend for now. Well, to be fair, also, the other thing that I wanted to do today was really more of a want to do, not a need to do. Eight times 4, oof. I'm still about to take a ton of damage, though. Yeah. Those attacks are good for 32 damage. Okay, Survivor. I think I'll ditch Deadly Poison. Get a couple of bites in there. Still alive, barely. And this is where I think I'm about to die, seriously. Unless I were to draw something like absolutely crazy from Dagger Throw or Quick Slash. I mean, dodge and roll gives me some block, but not a ton. Sucker punch to weaken it. Still gonna deal 24 damage. And I can only get up to 11 block. Yeah. That's it for that run. Dang it, I was close. Okay, so... Well, now we've got a whole nother recording worth of stuff getting up to Act 3. So I guess the next time that I pick this up in any kind of recording, it will be entering Act 4. I might even try and, like, in between recording sessions, make multiple more attempts at this until I get to Act 4. But anyway, that's definitely going to have to do it for now. Okay, well... Yeah, shoot, might even be able to slip some attempts at that in, or part of an attempt at that in at least, after some things next week. If I haven't already gotten there already, who knows? Okay, but that is not only going to do it for recording things, that is also going to do it for the stream as a whole. I just need to find myself a raid target on Twitch, and then we will wrap this up. Or I've got some exercise to do first. Okay. Fine. But I gotta do it, like, now. And... Okay, you know what? I don't feel like getting my dice out for that. So I am just going to randomize results on my phone. So, first roll is a 5. I'm trying to show it so y'all can see it, but I have to turn my phone at an angle for that to work. Okay, so 5 is determining the exercise. After that, we have a 1. Probably gonna need to roll again. And if that's the case, it's a 4. Okay. Planks for 40 seconds. Works for me. Alrighty. Not gonna get my mat out, because this, I think, is the only thing I'm gonna do, unless, Seth, you decide you want more exercise from me. I would kind of prefer you don't, because I'm trying to wrap things up here. I still at least have a chance at doing the other thing I want to do today. But if you keep me here too long, I might not. Okay. 40 seconds of planks. I realize y'all can't even remotely see that. Have it, I guess. Okay. Get myself set up here. And... okay. Timer has obviously started. This definitely does not exactly feel nice on my elbows. I will say that. That's where the mat would have helped. But, you know, for another 20 seconds of this, I think I can handle it. 10 seconds left now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay. Yep. The last one of those that you mentioned as possible raid targets, I am not familiar with. See, out of the ones I know that you've mentioned, I think, well, not sure if it's been longer since I raided Ferric or Anesimos. Curious, though. Curious about the one you mentioned that I don't already know. Playing Pokemon. Yeah, Kimasobe is the only one I don't know. I assume that's how it's pronounced. Or, I don't know. I think Fedora's doing Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, I did kind of raid Jake Fedora recently, though. Try not to raid the same person. I try not to raid the same person too frequently. Ferric is doing Snow Runner. Alright. Onesimus is doing Tom Clancy's The Division 6. Sure, yeah. I'm familiar with The Division in general. Not necessarily that specific one, but yeah. Alright. Gonna do a raid of chemo, I guess. So, that's gonna do it for me. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another live stream. Next week we'll continue Second Chronicles in the Bible study, of course. The planned gaming progress stuff is going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 focused. Guess we got to wrap up things in the Caribbean with the pirates, and then it probably moves on to the Big Hero 6's world. Possibly there will be more Slay the Spire in amongst that stuff if I haven't already gotten to Act 4 at that point. Anyway, so that's the plan for next week. Hopefully I will see you in one of those streams. But if not, that's fine. Life happens. In any case, whatever ends up happening until the next time I see you, stay cool, everybody.